All right, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is happy. That is the main thing about being happy. And the true happiness on within. Not, gaining happiness from other things that really don't mean anything. And it's about discovering who we really are. So that is the focus. Forget about everything that we're seeing that's happening in the matrix. We got to unplug. So shout out to everybody who is in the group that is actually here. Shout out to all of you. It's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing, and we need to celebrate life and everything that we go through every day. We need to be thankful every day. I don't care what's going on. You got stabbed. You need to be thankful for that stab wound. Okay? You just need to hold it, get somebody to put some pressure on it, and you just get through it. But we got to find the beauty in everything. Right now, to me, if we go back to the call before the new year, we said it was best time to, kind of move some money into some stable so that you would be prepared for this dip that is happening. Now, we never know how far the dip is going to go, but, it does appear that it may reach, the 20K range. I don't know, but it's likely possible. So, just prepare yourselves and understand and know that this is all an illusion. If you have the money on the sidelines, this is a great time to buy. Okay, no matter how you slice it. If you want to wait for it to go lower, it's a possibility. But I always say, you can DCA in and reap the rewards. Ultimately, we know where this thing is headed, and it's headed back up to the moon. Now, it may take some time, a couple months. Remember, this is the winter. So we don't know. But I do believe, I have a strong conviction, and I told you guys this, that in the month of June, we're going to see a lot of stuff pop off. 2022, the year of the six, we also said that there's going to be a lot of celebrity deaths. And I don't know if you've been watching, but I haven't seen a whole heap of them. Even my family member. So just expect some wild stuff to happen, but calm and ease our nerves. We shouldn't be, so emotionally connected to the markets that when a down market happens, that we get all wavered. We don't need to be like that. We need to accept it for what it is and understand where we're going. I don't know why when I start talking, they start messing with my throat chakra. Excuse me. So we're going straight up. Now, where I'm looking at, of course, we want to be in all these different types of protocols. First, let me say this. What we're investing is the Internet of Value. So what we're really doing is we're investing in the plumbing of what the metaverse is to be. The end user is not going to know that he's operating on Web 3.0. He won't know that this is running on said protocol. Say, for instance, like a MasterCard. They're going to be using these DeFi tokens that we're investing in because of the protocols which would in turn help them, offer different types of new services to consumers. The consumer won't have any knowledge of the protocol scale. They won't have any knowledge of a refinance. They'll just be introduced new products. They'll be able to use and plug into different aspects of blockchain tech, like play to earn gaming. They're not going to know anything about what we're investing in. That's what separates us from the masses. We have a different outlook. We have a different perspective. And knowing that, we can take advantage of things that most people can't. So now, once we understand that what's being built before us and presented in various ways, and you can also see this from the acquisitions that have recently been happening. Zynga Games, which is the parent company to Gala, invisible parent company, was just bought out recently by Grand Theft Auto. Those makers, apparently, they're very tight. The CEO of Zynga and of that of the makers of Grand Theft Auto and a couple other big games. So they just bought out Zynga. So what I clearly see happening is them taking the traditional side, also these big game titles, and bringing them under Gala. And this is where you're going to see this merger coming to decentralized gaming, this whole GameFi and play to earn economy. So we're going to see that happening. Also, Microsoft just bought out Activision. So even that is huge in the gaming world. So if you put the pieces together and see what's happening in the plumbing side and see the effects that are taking place on the media, because right now we're outside of the matrix. We're operating in a different place, okay? That's why most people are not in crypto. So once we understand that, we now have a clear picture of really what the new metaverse or these economies are going to look like. So picture this, like a Seek VR. I don't know if you guys saw the video. We put it on a past video recently with H&M, the H&M stores. What they're doing is also enhancing, taking these companies to another level so that they can operate in the metaverse. So people can still do what they would do in real life, but in the metaverse. So you want to shop? Okay. You're going to walk into the H&M Seek VR metaverse and you're going to go shopping. You'll receive those items at your house. This is how they're going to merge the two. So understand what we're investing in is protocols. Okay. A lot of these, and some will also are economies. They're going to have their own token, and everybody who's going to be using that metaverse will have to interact with it with the token. So that's where the utility aspect of these things comes into play. So these are new economies. That's why you have, like, for instance, a Star Atlas metaverse. Everybody keeps asking, what's the difference between the Polis token and the Atlas, and which one is the best one to have? This is just clearly out of the the white paper, but this shows you also the economies that they're setting up with the use of these tokens. So Atlas is like the bloodline of that metaverse, and you're going to need to stake Atlas in order to get Polis. After Polis runs out, the only way you can acquire it is by staking Atlas. You're going to need Atlas for everything in that metaverse, for fuel, to run your ships, whatever it may be. You're going to need that Atlas token. That's when you see the network effect come into play. You can't always think about just the the circulating supply and the max supply, because you have to operate long-term vision with the macro point of view of what the network effect is going to look like. Network effect is what sets Facebook apart from every other platform, and we're going to see that within these metaverses. So I think right now the best thing to do is to focus on where the most impact is going to happen, and it's in the gaming world. And here's why. This is clearly from the numbers and the facts. So there's currently 3.3 billion gamers right now, and every year that's growing 4%. 40% of that 3.3 billion is women. Women are becoming more and more gamers over time. So right now, the market cap for gaming is about $150.7 billion. They expect that to jump really quickly to $1 trillion market cap because of blockchain technology, because of the play to earn economies. They're going to port over, and they say this year, this came out of Yat Su's mouth, CEO, founder of Animoca. This is the year we'll see 5, 10 million, 20, 30 million, 100 million people, gamers, merged over into these new economies. What this gaming is doing, this new play to earn economy, it's bringing everybody who wasn't even a gamer into this gaming aspect. And even the investor, you'll be able to make money as an investor in this world if you don't play any games, because you can buy into these assets, buy certain NFTs and rent them out and lend them. Anything you can do in the real world, you'll be able to do in the metaverses. So that is going to incentivize everybody, the gamers, even the new people who don't play games, who will be playing games, because who isn't going to try to play to earn if they're not working, if they don't have a regular job because their job was beat out by robots and they were replaced by the AI. So if we're thinking long term, this is the best time, if you can, to take advantage of some of these gaming opportunities, because they're lower in price point. And a lot of people got beat up in the markets. So it's okay, but we got to just take our licks and keep it pushing, because we know where this is going. And I believe this year, around, June, could be even a little sooner than that, I think we're going to really see some really tremendous upside, bigger than what we've ever seen. And if you're in place in the right assets, man, I'm telling you, this is about to be crazy. It's about to be crazy. So keep your spirits up. I hope everybody's doing good. Does anybody have anything they want to say? No? Sparks?
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
Great, and you?
I'm blessed. So you have any?
Awesome.
You want to add anything to the conversation?
No, I fully agree with you with what you have to say and stuff. I'm sitting and I'm actually busy researching on metaverses and stuff like that. And I fully agree with it because people are out of jobs, they don't want to go back to work, and you know there is gamers out here that are making millions with these blockchain games. Actually, I'm gonna put an article where people are using like Axie Infinity and stuff, and they are making a lot of money. And this guy, who's a real gamer, he points out the top 10 games. I think I did put in the group, but I'll put it again. And one of the two games that he puts out was Axie Infinity and Gala. So I fully agree with you, and I take this as an opportunity, like to buy. I bought into more positions in like Gala and Blocktopia and stuff, because I know where this is going. Definitely.
Yes. Um. Yeah. This is a paradigm shift out of the ass. There was a paradigm shift earlier on in music where we went from CDs to online. Now we're seeing a paradigm shift that is happening within gaming. The platforms are already in place. The the infrastructure is running. That's why, I'm even showing you some of my buy orders just so you understand how serious I am, because this shit is about to be monstrous. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
I just hope everybody also understands how uh these gamers are going to be ported over to the GameFi ecosystem. And this is simply because of gaming guilds, which not too many people are aware of. But gaming guilds are going to bring the gamers and also the investors together who also may be holding some NFTs that they're not using. They're going to rent them out to these gamers. So the guilds are going to have, millions of gamers, so that they can plug them into the games within the ecosystems that they are building. So people will be able to play uh, Cetus, Axie, uh, whatever various game it is, Sin City. There will be an array of games within the guild that they can choose. So this is the opportunity is just massive. Think about that. They're only at 150 billion right now in market cap in gaming. And they're saying a trillion. Do you know how much money that is? That's
Yes.
$850 billion that you can be taking part of. And I know a lot of us we're in position, but I have to reiterate on this because this is a massive opportunity. And you know what? I can't wait for the day that people, that you've always wanted to slap. I'm gonna wait for the perfect moment within the metaverse when we can actually feel the slaps and you can feel the shits. You can feel every. I'm just slapping everybody. Everybody who has some slap. Yeah, how you like that? Yeah, this is me. I'm the fluff. This is Brando in the fluff. Slap. Yeah, but anyway, uh, massive opportunity, guys. I'm happy. I mean, listen. Find the happiness. I know sometimes seeing the down market, it affects you emotionally because you see this amount of money, but now it's at this amount. It's an illusion. Just like everything you see. Whoever is live, you got some background. You need to pause, please. Mute yourself. I think that's you, Eddie. Yeah. Uh yes. Yeah. Oh, I forget what I was even about to say, but listen. Don't let outside circumstances affect who you are emotionally and internally. We can't go along with the flow of things, with what we see in the outside world. We gotta stay sane, cerebral, and peaceful on the inside. Eddie, yeah, so we can ultimately figure out how we could make our next move our best moves. So I'm just thankful. I hope that you guys are also in the same spirits because we got everything to be thankful about. This is an illusion. Everything we see in these markets are an illusion. When you see those prices, we have those glitches, please believe that's the real shits. Okay? This is all an illusion. Listen, this when I tell you Sandbox is the new Roblox, y'all gonna see. This is why I've been trying to tell you about it since 5 cents. Look, Sandbox got me glowing out here in these streets of California. You see me glowing. I want everybody to experience this glow, but we got to be the only way we can glow every day, no matter what's going on, is it's not the money. I've always been glowing, even when I was broke. We have to know exactly who we are, guys. We need to know exactly who we are. Stop relying on outside things, materialistic things to bring us happiness, because that's not where it comes from. True happiness is knowing who we are, giving thanks, praise for what we go through so that we can learn in order to accelerate us on the path of our destiny. We got to be thankful. And, I give praise every day, man. Every day. We can't just rely on outside circumstances to make us happy. Oh, yeah, we're going to get a lot of money. Yeah, but the money is not going to make you happy. It won't. So just go into this weekend, knowing that you are blessed. You are in a place where many aren't. So just keep that going forward. If anybody doesn't have anything they want to add, I wish they did, because I like to converse with individuals. So yeah, go ahead. Floor is open.
Yo, Brandon.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Yo, it's Jellison.
What's up, brother?
Yo, I was gonna tell you about Mad Vikings last time we talked. They do have passive income. They have a 2 token system. They have a passive income where you could get the Mad Vikings tokens, and you get governance tokens too. It's called the Gems token.
Are you already in it?
Yeah, I'm already in that one. I told you before.
That's that one. That's that early one you didn't tell me about. Yeah, y'all. Hey, you know what too? Y'all have got to stop keeping information and getting it. Y'all getting in early, but they will tell me after the fact. I want to get it on the ground
I'm telling
floor.
you, I got that one
on the ground floor.
I got that one on the ICO. I told you.
Y'all need to stop holding back info.
But like I said, look, they have a 2 token system when you can get rewarded twice, and they have NFTs, play to earn, and all of that too. And like I said, the market just came down, so it's under a penny.
Oh, it is.
So yeah, it's under a penny.
I'm gonna look into that for sure. I mean, there's just so many opportunities, out there.
Yeah, but I think that one will do good. Well, all the people that's backing it and all of that, that one's gonna do good.
Yeah. No, I agree.
What's the ticker symbol?
It's called MVG.
MVG.
Yeah, you can get it on the VeChain's ecosystem. It's on the DEX, VeChain's DEX. It's called Vex on the Vex exchange.
Awesome. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? I know there was a couple people trying to talk.
Yeah, I wanted to. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, for one, I definitely appreciate you. Big time. You and Sparks, man. It is a very tough time. I mean, I'm taking a hit like big time. But I did see that article with about what Microsoft did. I think it was big numbers. I think they bought out Activision for like, was it 20 or 30 something $billion? Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. Like, they're not investing that money for nothing. So, it's very, so that's why I'm saying my hat's off to you and Sparks, man, because at the end of the day, I do feel like what we're going through is kind of like being behind enemy lines. And it's like, man, we getting beat up. When they talking about this is the big shakeout and stuff like that, oh, man, they is dogging us, dragging us through the mud. But the leadership right here today, the fact that y'all came through like this, still sharing this information, still trying to keep us uplifted, even though it's tough. We know, man, that these people are investing this money and they trying to shake us out. They don't want us to get rich. And that's really the bottom line. And that's really all I got to say. I appreciate you. Thank you.
No, I appreciate you for sharing that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, everything you just said is a fact. But I honestly believe, those who make it cross enemy lines to the promised land are those individuals who could take the licks. Many can't take the licks. They start running out, selling everything. No, those who can take the licks, because you got to go. You're not gonna just make this money easily. You got to take some blows. But I try to brace you for the blows as best as I possibly can, because nobody can say I didn't tell you that this market was gonna go down. And even me, I could have took more out. But what the fuck can you do? So kudos, and I appreciate you for sharing. But who else wanted to talk?
I wanted to ask you.
Hey, I just wanted to say this real quick. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Inside the famous quote of Warren Buffett: "Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy." Cause shoot, this deal right here, I've been enjoying it left and right. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You've been eating it up like Chinese food. Oof.
Yes, yes indeed. Shoot,
I know it. Shoot. You like that chicken too, don't you?
I'll say again.
I said you like that orange chicken too.
Oh yeah, shoot, I love the orange chicken. That's about like the only thing I be eating from a Chinese restaurant,
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah,
well,
that's all there.
That's the right mindset.
Yes, indeed.
Anything else, or are you good?
Oh, I'm good.
All right, cool. Appreciate you talking. Who else was up?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Brando? What's up, everybody? I wanted to ask you a detailed question about Blocktopia, because I've been researching it, and you got these ad blocks and these reblocks, and then now you have these jobs, right? And I know you were very keen on the jobs, but what I'm trying to ask you about is, with Blocktopia's land sale coming up, where do you see the real value being in the ad blocks, the reblocks, or the jobs? Like, where should this Blocktopia token, where should it be invested into?
Well, me personally, I'm investing in everything that Blocktopia got coming out. So basically, the jobs are. Let me give you an example in the real world. You ever see plazas in your town?
Yeah.
So you have all those stores that take little spaces up in that plaza. So picture those companies that are operating on those jobs. That's too noisy. What is all that noise?
That ain't me, man.
Pause. Mute your thing, please. So you have these companies that take up these spaces, and they have to pay rent every month. So we are individuals who own these plazas within the metaverse of Blocktopia, and anybody in there that's renting space has to pay us monthly. So whatever that ends up being, I don't know, because whatever the price of Blocktopia ends up being, I believe it's going to be a high price point, because they have a lot going on. The ad blocks and reblocks, I say try to get some of it, because for me personally, I'm gonna rent my land out. I'm not gonna be up in the metaverse like this. I'm gonna be in the real world. Shit, while they going to Tahiti in the metaverse, I'm in that bitch in real life. Okay, so this is all passive income. And like I said before, there's different opportunities that are gonna pay out just like they do in the real world. So if you own office space in this tall tower, this 21 21 I don't know what the fuck. Excuse me. In this 21 floor tower, then you'll be able to rent that space out to whoever. So when you have millions
with the ad blocks though, they want like 2 million like of the block token to be able to get one, right? And it's going to be, when they first come out, I think in a few days when they come with the sale, the ad block, if you get a big one, is 50% off. If you get a small one, it's 30% off. I don't know if everybody knows that. So, I mean, I don't know how much block you guys got, but I mean, I've been loading up now, and I probably got enough block to make a decision as to, am I going to either get a big ad block, or am I going to save for a small ad block, or am I going to stay with the Jobs? And that's the decision I'm trying to figure out, because with the ads, they seeing everything that's going on. I'm like, all right, if you got all these big companies coming in, they're going to want to be on the main ad block, right? So I'm thinking like, maybe I should just put in all this cash into that, but then I'm liquidated. I ain't got no more block. I got the ad block then. You know what I mean? So these are the decisions I'm trying to figure out. Okay, what's the best way to put this money?
Yeah. You know, in the real world, look at it like this. Because I can't really say in the real world, advertising is big business. Like you said, these big companies, because I believe what we're seeing now is shell companies, not necessarily shell, but they're holding space, because we're going to see traditional companies building up in Blocktopia and other metaverses because they want that presence. They're going to also be using advertising within those places. So advertisement is big in the real world, and it's going to be big in the metaverse. So if you're fortunate enough to be able to afford ad space, go for it. I believe the Reblocks is for the tower. So, I think all of it is going to be valuable. Actually, I mean, even if you can get a small space of the ad block, what's the price for the small space of ad block?
I want to say it was 1.5, and I think it's between 1 and 1.5. It depends on what floor you're at, and I believe the big blocks is like 2 million. But then, like I said, this first sale coming in a few days, the big block you get 50% off, and the smaller block you get 30% off.
Nice. So, shit. Try to go for that small one. But yeah, I think all of it is a great opportunity, no matter how you slice it, because you're the early adopters. What's the date of the ad block?
I have to add it in the group, because I don't remember exact date now, but I'll add it into the group, and then I'll share the information. But I know it's coming soon, from what I read, because I came across it today, and I was like, damn, I'm stacking up on all this block. I was getting the Jobs, and then I was like, damn, I have to take this money out possibly to get some of this advertising, because like the homie just said just a while ago, 60 billion coming in for the Activision, the buy-in there. You just know that a lot of that money's got to be spent on awareness. You know what I mean?
And that's what Blocktopia is. It's an educational platform, plus with play to earn aspects, plus influencer, dope company. If people about the metaverse, where's the place they're going to send them to? Blocktopia. That's where we can get it's a dope experience. And I don't know if you guys ever experienced VR, but that shit is cool. So this is going to blow people's minds, and they have the setup. They got it. Guys, we at the ground floor. I mean, ad block, reblock, no block, block. If you can get anything with a block, you're going to be booming. So whatever you can afford, man. But ad space is big. So you have to make a decision on that too. But I know I'm investing in their block pad that they're getting ready to launch. Because they're primo. Everything about them is primo. I mean, they got some big heavy hitters on the team, big backers. Anything that Andy Mocha is investing in, I want a piece of. I keep telling you guys that's the following the money. Follow Andy Mocha.
One more question. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but I think a lot of people could gain some information about this stuff. 2 tokens I want to talk about. The one is the MetaWar planets, because I know you put that call out around Christmas time, and I've been loading those things like nobody's business until I started getting about block. And also I wanted to ask you about Vellus, because Vellus has been I'm looking at Vellus and what the developing company and new new tokens coming off that, and it's relatively cheap. Like now it's probably like $500 million. But I'm looking at them kind of like Solana or like Ethereum, where people are building on them, but no one's really on it yet. Or it'd be multi-billion dollar.
Are you
Say it
talking
again.
about Vellus? Vellus, VELO.
It's Vellus, VEL. I think it's AS. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's the token is VLX, I believe.
Let me see.
But everybody got to figure out about this thing, because I'm looking at this, and some of the launch pads I use are built off of this, and I'm looking at, they basically said like in public that we're faster than Ethereum 2.0 even before it comes out, and I'm like, all right, how much is this worth? $500 million. I'm looking at Solana, like that's like 20, 30 billion. I'm like, yo, this might be like a gem no one's talking about, and you could stake it. And that looks like a foundation coin that not everybody's really hip to. So I would, just say if people got the time just to look into it and give their output on it, because I'm getting a little bullish about that. And also like with the planets, I want to kind of get your intake on where you stand with that, with that investment.
Well, I'm just standing still on it because we're waiting for them to release the Planet Fi. And, everything is in launch. If you look at the grand scope of things, games are slowly being launched. Different elements of these, what they have on the roadmap is being slowly built out. So we just got to be patient. But I'm not going to be one person that is not going to take the action. You know what I mean? I've done the research on it. It's backed by people that make me feel very comfortable to wait on to see how it plays out. But I have quite a few planets myself, and I'm just waiting for when they release it. But it's coming.
All right. Check out that token, VELAS. That's the name of it. It's called Vellus. Check that out.
I looked at it, but I'm gonna definitely look at it some more when I get back to the crib. But I appreciate you.
Your time. I appreciate you, man. You putting us on some game, man, and we soaking it in, and yeah, man, we really appreciate everybody. I'm sure everyone does. Thanks a lot, man.
No, absolutely. But I appreciate you talking and sharing that stuff, because a lot of people could be sharing stuff, but I thank you because we can learn from other individuals. And I even learned. I can't listen. I don't have eyes and ears everywhere. I just got my ears. And so I appreciate it.
No problem.
Anybody else?
Yo, what's up, Brando?
Hi.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I shared with the group. I had a couple of things, so I was off the market for a while. I heard you were sick for a while, so bless your heart, and I hope you prosper on health more and more. I just wanted to ask two questions. One is about Atari token. They have the Alphaverse and everything going on for them, the Atari Hotel and stuff, but I can't help but feel that they are rubbing their community the wrong way. I mean, like everywhere you go, Reddit and stuff, you don't get the feel that you get with communities of like Decentraland, Sandbox, Blocktopia, and other metaverses. What is your stand on Atari? And they got a big hit. If we're talking about,
can I be
games.
blunt with you?
Yep.
Atari is fucking Atari. They don't need to appease you or anybody else out there. They're Atari.
Yep.
These other Sandbox and all that, they have to build up that community aspect because they're brand new. But Atari's been here since you were a kid. I don't know how old you are, so don't shoot.
Yep.
So they're not going to operate and appease you because you want to be appeased on Telegram or on Twitter. It doesn't work like that. And people need to get that out of their minds. That's why I keep even saying about Dav Network. They don't need to do this, guys. But the tokens that need to build up that community, because things, even with NFT projects, The long game is in particular projects, they're working backwards now. Aspects like movies and different things, movies don't develop an audience from the ground floor. They release the damn movie and you like it, okay, boom, we got you in the community. Now we're going to give you a second one, right? So they don't operate like that. These new NFT aspect, these new style movies that they're going to create with virtual reality, play to earn aspects, they're starting off from the ground floor with NFTs. So like meta heroes, they'll have these characters, and you're going to buy them if you could see the future. And these will morph into TV shows, movies, all types of things. But they're going to start building from the ground floor. But Atari does not have to do that. Atari does not have to do that. They don't need to appease us. If you're smart, if you see the vision, if you see the connections and you can connect the dots, you'd be buying up everything they're offering right now. Because in the future, it's going to be hot. It's going to be a hot commodity. And they know that. They're tied to any mocha. This is all orchestrated. And Atari is operating very secretively. You're going to have to watch them if you want to partake in what they have going on. So that's where I stand. It's an opportunity right now. God damn.
Yeah.
Pray for my throat. Pray for my throat, because something going on in my throat chakra. They don't want me to get this truth out. But take advantage of the Atari opportunity while you can.
I'm with you on that. The only place where it gets me thinking is like, I don't need them to please me, but they're kind of going on things like they are purposely wanting to disappoint the community, and like the arcade that they got out, and the issues with that they bought the company for the name, and they don't care about the product, and they are like feeding off the name more than these kind of like thoughts fed to us by Atari. It's like we want to disappoint them. It's not like they I don't want them to please me, but like the the things they're doing are like, I purposely want to give you the middle finger. This is the feel I'm getting from them. I know they're a big thing. I totally agree with you, and I'm heavily invested in Atari. I just like, I wanted your thoughts on again from my perspective, that okay, don't please us and don't do shit and work secretively, but with the arcade and everything going around, and they're like, yeah, whatever, we're Atari. Like this is how why I was like on the fence with them for a while. So I just wanted your thoughts on that.
I mean, it's exactly what I said before.
Yep,
They're
with you.
they're Atari. They don't have to. It's either you see the future and you want to invest and go for the ride. They're gonna shake people out. I mean, as simple as that. So if people are emotionally investing, and I can understand why, you might want certain information, they're not giving it to you, because we have to understand this. You got to understand how the powers that be think. They're looking at it from a macro perspective. Atari is operating on Atari's roadmap, not the roadmap of how people feel. So go along for the ride, and I would, not worry about it. I mean, they're in great company. Animoca Brands is ensuring the success of Atari in the long term. So go along for the ride. If not, you're going to make yourself angry and unhappy. This is where I talk about this happiness. You got to find the happiness in it. Think about it. If you played Atari and Atari is making a comeback, you should be happy. Find the happiness. Don't be mad because they're not telling you about the arcade. They don't want to tell you.
I've been so long with BTR community. I've built crocodile skin. I'm not happy nor mad. I'm in for the ride.
Good. So yeah, don't let them get to you. I mean, I think it's a great investment, even at the price that it is now. So load up.
Okay, and one last thing. I know this is the old new question, like with what's happening in the market going down and everything. No one can predict a down or an up, and the thing is, 80% of people on social platforms are on. I mean, like the 32K support level, the 28K support level. If it doesn't go down, it will go up. If it doesn't go up, it will go down. I mean, that's the thing. It's up or down. They're messing your head, and more people are like more new investors are coming in every day, and more new and more percentage of the people are influenced by those numbers. So I mean, how as an investor, I mean, this will not eat into us because I'm in the investor mode, not the trader mode. If you're a trader, you'll be flipping your head around. But as an investor, if it goes down or up, I don't give a shit. I'm in for the long run. But I mean, how can we not get those wounds? Like we got into Gala, Atari, Sand, Decentraland, this and that, and it went up. And you're like, this is not the up that we're working for. We're working long term. But I, should I sell Decentraland at $7 and buy it at $3? And how do you control that feeling,
Well,
or how do you know when it goes down and up? That's
well,
bad.
it's hard. First of all, that comes with experience, but you know, um, we've if you guys pay attention to the calls, we told you that the market was going to go for a dip. I even told you, even in the group past, that the market it could go down to like 30,000, and I had people, oh no, it's not, it's going up, it's going up. Listen, coins go up, coins go down. We can't predict how high or how low, but I always tell you to take some profit so that you'll be all right if something happens like this. So that's the only thing I can say. If a coin goes up, take some profit. That's how you avoid the wounds, because you're giving yourself band-aids of money. I mean, then at a time like this, you can go in or buy lower from what you sold at a high. So that's how you do it. My phone's gonna die, guys. I gotta run, but I appreciate you guys. It's literally gonna die. But we gotta start taking more profit. That's it. Even I have that issue, but in a long term, passive income, that's what prevents wounds as well. So take advantage of these these opportunities, because they're going to start coming into play. Yeah, maybe we might release it to you 2, 3, 4 months before it actually releases, but when it comes to play out, it's time to reap, baby. You want to be in position. So be in position in passive income opportunities. Take profits. Get in the right place. We're trying to do our best. We're giving you when it's going up, when it's going down. Pay attention to these live calls, because these live calls are the gems. And there's no better perspective than the perspective of right now. You know who this is. This is your boy, Brando. Peace.
Peace, man.